Hi everyone, it's Nicole and welcome to my channel if you're new. And what we're going to do today is a scrap with me. And this is why I stopped making page kits, because look at the amount of stuff that I have. Like, this is page kits that I put together, but I ran out of the sleeves that I put them in, like the page protectors. Okay, this goes in there. And I'm like, okay, you need to start using, it says here I have 8 of them in here, plus I had like 3 on top. So it is high time for me to start using some of these. Ooh, I see a Christmas one. And you know what? We need to do a Christmas one. That's I'm in the mood to do. So let's just dig a little deeper, not try to, disturb things. And I think what I do now is I put the kit, like the collection, with it. And then that way I can put it back together, once I'm done. This will go here. And this will go here. And let's see what's in here. And it looks like I might have some stuff to cut apart. So what I might do is just sort of like turn you off and then cut it apart kind of thing. And we'll punch these. These are easy to punch. So we'll look through this and then kind of believe, I was reading that, kind of decide what I want to cut apart. And I just realized I don't know where my little scissors are. Oh, yes, I do know. They are across my desk because I was doing something on the other side of the desk. And sometimes I like to use my small scissors to do fussy cutting. But then if it's something like that big, then I like to use my big scissors. I think we're gonna do this, and I love this. It's like a stitch tree. I like that. Okay. These are big embellishments, so I probably won't need a whole bunch. Now, I don't know. Do I have a white cardstock in here? Yes. Okay. I think I'll probably do it on the white cardstock just because I want everything to pop, right? Do I want the big teddy bear or do I want the big Santa? You know what? I'm going to do the big Santa. And I have pictures of Lexi from last year that I haven't scrapped yet. Her with Santa. So we're going to do this, and then we'll do, I believe, in Santa Claus. So we'll do this one. Just like that. Okay. And then we'll do maybe the 2 hollies. This will probably take me a few minutes to cut apart, and I won't keep you here for that because it's probably going to take me, let's be serious, it's going to take me more than a few minutes. Probably like 10 or so. So I'll go and I'll cut these up, but I wanted to choose what I was going to cut apart with you. And I'm kind of thinking, how I can use these. I might put those 2 together. Like, I wish the tree was a little bigger, or maybe I should do that Santa. Maybe I'll cut both. I mean, I can just use it somewhere else, right? Maybe I can cut both, and then I can kind of decide after the fact if I want, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to want that one. This one is just, well, I don't know. I'm going to cut both. Not a lot left to cut apart, but that's okay. So I'm just going to pause. I'm going to cut this up, and then we'll come back and we'll finish putting this page kit or this page together. We are back, and just for fun, I thought I would figure out how long it would take me. So I timed myself exactly 10 minutes. I started at 28 and I finished at 38. So I was right about 10 minutes. And that is just perfect because now we are going to put this together. And then with the letters, I decided to spell her name. And you know how we never use the X's? I'm like, oh, this sheet only has one X. And I'm like, no. So when I spell her name, now I'm going to be using all the X's of all those packages. I might, her name is Alexis, so maybe what I should do is just get the A. We call her Lexi, though. I don't think I've ever called her Alexis. Ever. It's just too long. Lexi! It's just so easy. Oh, the little bugger now is climbing on the couch. So fun. Fun. She was doing it at her house way before here because they didn't put the feet on their couch. And here, the couch was a little taller, so she couldn't do it. But yeah, she can do it now. Yesterday, I was like, okay. But you know what? I've taught her, because we have like electric fireplace, and I'm like, no, we don't go to that because it's got sharp edges, right? And she doesn't go to it, like maybe twice a day, and I just have to say, not for babies, and I, walk her away from it, and then she stops going. So I'm thinking, now what I'm trying to teach her, if we're on the couch, is say, a couch is for sitting on, not for standing. So if she does happen to get up on the couch, then it'll be natural for her to just, get up and then sit and not get up and then start jumping, So, and fall off the couch. So I'm like, ugh. The fun age, right? Where they want to try to do everything, but then it's like, it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. It's like she went for her 18-month-old, and they're like, she should be going up and down the stairs by herself. And it's like, have you seen the size of her legs? The stairs are bigger than her legs. She's short. Like, how's she supposed to go safely up and down the stairs at this point? Her legs are like this long. Like, she's going to be a shorty. She's grown, like, taller than what she was, but she's still a shorty. So it's like, okay, I think I want her to be safe first and foremost. I told Katie, I said, I'm not doing it. You guys are going to have to do it. Here, there's no stairs anyway. Like, unless she's going downstairs, which, no. Or upstairs to my craft room. And again, no. There's a gate for each of those, so I don't have to worry about that. And them too, like, they have stairs where, they don't want her to go. Got to keep them safe. Let's do 5 inches by 8.5. And I know I have like a picture. So maybe I should have done, maybe I'll do, it's 8.5. There's no way that's 1/2 inch. Oh, by 11. So yes, 8.5 this way, but it's by 11. Okay, so the picture can be a little smaller than 5 by 7, and that's fine. That's fine. Maybe we can just do this. And here I can put a little card like a project life card, and I can do some journaling about her first time seeing Santa. I guess it was pretty funny. She didn't like him. From what I can remember, I don't think she liked him too much. Okay, let's get some ink. This is going to be a quick page. I think the longest was actually cutting this stuff out, and that's fine. That's why I like those kind of page kits or whatever, because then once you have that done, it just kind of comes together quickly. You know what I've noticed about these? They're drying out and they're like breaking apart. Like the last one I used, it was literally breaking apart. So after I finished the video, I just kind of threw it out and, you know, put a new one behind there. But I'm like, oh, that's going to be a lot to replace if they all go bad at once. So I'll have to remember to buy a package or so of these next time I buy some scrapbooking supplies, which I've been really good about this year. I love using our digital files because you can just reprint it, right? Like you can use it over and over and over again. And especially like, you know, the base of stuff. I love that. Like the viewfinders, the circles, but even the mushrooms and stuff, like they go on, they work for a lot of pages, you know? Maybe I'll put, I don't want to put him here because he's already there. Maybe I'll kind of tuck this in a little bit more. I think I like that. And then I put them there so the ink would dry. And I wanted to ink the edges because the blocks were kind of blending into the background. I'm like, where's the L? But yeah, that looks better. That's the I. Okay, I like that. Again, a super simple page, but so impactful. I like that. I'm liking using, you know, my kits like this, if you will. This was like a digital, well, it wasn't digital, but it was a full page, and I just cut it apart. A page of die cuts, but they're just not die cut for you. Okay, I think I had just changed my roll. Didn't make sure that the sticky was on this side. So all you have to do, I should have left the camera on, but all I had to do, because it was going this way, so I just broke it off, and then, I don't know, it's kind of magical the way it does that. But then, because you take it off there, then all of a sudden it ends up on this side. I don't understand it, but that's just how it is. So I don't try to figure it out. It's like the magic of Christmas. You know what I mean? So I just do it, and it works every time. I've had so many people when I worked in a scrapbook store, you know, they would bring in their ATG gun with, they would either buy, you know, their refills at our store, or they would just bring it in and say, can you please put this on for me? And I would just put it on for them. And I would, you know, explain it to them and say, this is how, like, I don't understand why, but this is how it works. This is how it works. I wonder how many refills I've gone through this year. So what I decided to do, and it was Laura's idea, I have this little basket here that I don't use anymore because I have a garbage beside me. So instead of remembering to, you know, put it, because I have a counter, instead of remembering, I've just been tossing the white part in here. And then at the end of the year, I'll just count that. And then I had some on my counter too. And I'll add the two, and I'll figure out how many I used last year. And the main reason is because I did buy 144 rolls. I think it was in either 2020 or 2021. I bought 144 rolls. And I'm just trying to figure out, okay, when am I going to run out? And I had probably about, I don't know, maybe 50 rolls left at that time. I just don't like almost running out of stuff. I like to have lots of, you know, supplies on hand. And so I bought 144. It was during Black Friday, actually. And so that was 3 years ago or 4 years ago, if it was 2020. I don't remember when I bought it. And I'm just trying to see, okay, how many years is this going to last me? So if I had 50 at the time and 144, basically I had 200 rolls, right? So if I use 20 rolls in a year, let's just say, then I know I should be good for almost 10 years that I won't have to buy anymore. I mean, I always, you know, keep an eye on it and make sure that it's not getting too low. So it came like in boxes of like, I think 25 or something. And so, you know, I always make sure, okay, how many boxes do I have left here? Usually when I think of it, it's like the end of the year and I'm like, okay, how many boxes do I have left? And then I'm like, yeah, then I'm good. I like that all the letters are all like cut differently. So I like that. It just kind of gives it a homemade feel almost. And that's, or I don't know, it just gives me, I love it. So, and I'm glad I decided with Alexis because it fills that spot really well. And I like that I inked the edges because it looks really good. Now I'll wait and see. I'm sure she'll get her pictures done with Santa this year. And I think I'll get both of them printed at once. And then I'll do the page for last year and the page for this year. I don't know. I wasn't in a good spot last year. I can't even explain it. I had no reason. I just wasn't in a good spot. So Christmas just wasn't, I don't know. It wasn't, I don't know why, because we had a brand new baby, you know, but, you know, sometimes you just can't explain stuff, right? And I just wasn't in a good spot and I just didn't feel Christmassy. This year, I feel way more Christmassy. We're going to have Christmas here this year, which is nice. And so I'm thinking of all the Christmas stuff that you know, all the baking and all that I got to do. Instead of overwhelming, I'm like happy about it, which is weird. I'm going to do my dots. I love doing the dots lately. It just kind of finishes the layout for me. And then I like to do a few. And then the one that is the single dots, then I do another circle over it, around it. And then another thing that I like to do is I like to put another circle like this. I think I already said that. Oof. But I like to put more 1 dots than the rest of the dots, if that makes sense. So let's do a 2 dot here. Well, maybe I'll do a 3. Fill up that space. Oh, I wish I would have done 2, but that's okay. Not a big deal. And then I'll do, trying to find a space for another 1 dot here. Maybe over here. I'll do another 1 dot. I feel like it needs something here. And I already have the 1, 2, 3. So I don't know. Oh, I know what I can do. I can do my little X like that. And I can do one of those here. And then I'll do one of those over here. Awesome. Now I like to put the date, and it feels weird putting December on this. December, and then I'll put YouTube, and this is Scrap 1032. And the reason I like to put that is because I do a video for each. So if they want to go and later on, you know, look at the video online, they can do so. So that's it. That is going to complete this layout. I didn't use very much pattern paper, but I think this has enough of an impact. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.